Hi, I'm John Cooper again, and this is skill number 4 in the Let's Get Started, a guide to beginning clarinet skills. This skill is learning to assemble and disassemble the clarinet. If you'll recall, in skill number 2, we learned how to get the mouthpiece and the barrel and the reed on correctly. So you hopefully already have that. You've also learned to put cork grease about once a week on all your corks. So now we're going to put together the clarinet. The first thing I'd like you to do is take the bell and put it in your left hand. Then I would like you to take the lower joint, that's the one with the thumb rest on the back, and put it in your right hand. Hopefully you can hold it down at the bottom and at the back. You see how there's no keys on the back, so it's a good place to grab it and hold on to it. And if you're able to grab it like this, then you're going to be able to leave your hand here. Once we have those, we twist back and forth till we've got it on. Leave your right hand like that. And then take the upper joint and pick it up with your left hand. Now again, we want our palm on the back of the instrument where there aren't many keys, and we want our fingers wrapped around, pushing down on those keys, because that raises this little bridge key. If you put your instrument together with that bridge key raised because you're pushing down these fingers, there's much less chance of you bending anything. So if you've got your left hand around the upper joint and your right hand still where we had it, then we can take it and twist it back and forth until it's together and the bridge key is lined up right underneath this. After we've done that, we can move our hands up near the top where there aren't as many keys, and then take the barrel and the mouthpiece and the reed and twist it on. After you've done that, check these things. Are the 6 holes lined up in the front? That's very important. Is your reed lined up where there is 1 hole and 1 key and 1 thumb rest at the back? Did you assemble the instrument from the bottom up? Those are the important steps. Now let's talk about disassembly. How do we take it apart? The first thing we want to do is start with the reed. We loosen the ligature and pull the reed off, and then slide it back into the case so that it's safe. We take the ligature off, set it in the case, then hold at the barrel, twist the mouthpiece off. Then we can take a swab and kind of wipe out any moisture that might be around the mouthpiece. Then we can put the ligature back on and the mouthpiece cap, if you have that, and put it safely in the case. Now we have most of the lower end of the clarinet. The next thing we want to do is turn it upside down and take our large swab. We want to insert the string at the bell so that it runs all the way through the length of the instrument. And if our swab is completely unfolded, it'll have less chances of getting stuck, and we pull it slowly through. I prefer to do it kind of slow rather than to do it 2 or 3 times. Really only once is necessary unless you just pull it through as fast as you can. All right, So now we've swabbed the moisture out of the interior of the clarinet. So we want to take it apart in the opposite order that we put it together. First, we'll grab it at the top and we'll twist off the barrel by twisting back and forth, and then put the barrel in our case. Then we'll want to remember how we put our hands on it to take apart the upper joint and the lower joint to avoid bending the bridge key. Our left hand around the upper joint with our palm at the back and our fingers on the keys, and our right hand on the lower joint at the back, and then we twist back and forth. Then, with our left hand, we can put the upper joint away in our case. We haven't moved our right hand yet because we can leave our right hand there and twist the bell off. So, we have taken apart the clarinet when we've learned how to put it together and take it apart. Good luck as you learn to play the clarinet.